Our subconscious minds will talk to us if we listen. I had a dream last night, and in the dream, I was driving a 6-speed, and I was entering a hospital. Well, in the hospital, I was heading to the parking garage, which was right inside the hospital. Strange, but that's how dreams work. As I got to the tunnel that was taking me to the parking garage, it was completely dark, and it was like you were going to drive down into the tunnel. But as I reached the entrance of the tunnel, the car stalled, and I tried to restart it, and it wouldn't restart. So I knew that I needed to get out of the line because there were people entering the tunnel. So I put my foot outside the door and I pushed the car back to get it out of the way. And then I proceeded to call a tow truck. Now, as I sat and I waited for the tow truck, the receptionist came up to me and she said, "Honey, you look tired. You look a homeless tired." And I smiled and I said, "Well, that's because that I am." And she began to just try to comfort me. And then she had to go back to the desk. I then got up and walked around the campus and I met a couple. The man handed me something to hold on to, but it was more he wanted to connect with me. It's a female cat, and my dog is a male. So the couple talked to me for a little, and I held on to what the man had handed to me, but he was still holding it at the other end. And then they walked away. And I remember the campus wasn't really safe, but I was safe. And I remember thinking, what is this trying to teach me here? And am I safe or am I not safe? Now, of course, we can relate a lot of this to what is actually going on in my life, but there's a much deeper meaning. To understand the meanings of dreams, you have to understand what these symbols mean to you personally. First of all, a hospital is a place of rest, of reconstruction, and to me, it represents the subconscious mind. Going through a tunnel, that's deep, especially a dark tunnel. And to me, it's not scary, it's not bad, it's not something that I should fear, but it definitely is a deep transitioning and a new path, a new dimension, a new level in my subconscious. The fact that the car that I was driving was a 6-speed means I'm manually having to go through this time in this season in my life, which in real life, I am. When the car stalled at the tunnel, that tells me that I'm running into obstacles and I'm breaking down old patterns in my subconscious that need to go. Waiting on the tow truck, I need help outside of me right now, and I'm relying on others. The woman that came over to comfort me, I think she might have been angelic. I think she was there to let me know that she sees me and that assistance is being offered to me from the spiritual realm. The couple, I think they're just a reflection of me. The feminine, the masculine, the need to connect to both sides of me right now. Because we all operate in the feminine and the masculine, whether you know it or not. Those aspects are in all of us. And it's a perfect balance. God made us that way, and there's no need to deny or refuse it. And maybe, I'm not 100% sure on this, but because he handed me something and I was holding on to it and I knew it was a need for him to connect to me, maybe that is, I'm deeply connected to the masculine side of me, and I know that there was a little tension between me and the female because of that. So I think that I'm more connected to my masculine side, which would make perfect sense because I'm very determined, strong. I'm my own safety, security provider. I'm all of that. And in my waking life, I'm very much in touch with that, more so than my feminine side, because a feminine side is soft, nurturing, caring. It's your intuition. And and just basically being able to look pretty, be a soft female. That is not part of what I've been able to do in life this far. Walking around the campus and not feeling safe, but not feeling unsafe and trying to figure it out. That's life. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand the world around me right now. I'm trying to understand and find my footing. And it's very difficult. And I'm completely reliant on other people. Completely. And that is a scary place for me, because those who were left in charge of me as a child, I couldn't trust them. I couldn't rely on them. And if you're following me, this is really happening. And my subconscious is trying to connect with me and help me work through this season. I am doing deep inner healing right now, and it is so crazy, because if you know anything about healing, you have to feel safe before it ever even works or takes place or happens. And to be in the middle of my biggest crisis, to be sleeping on my daughter's couch, not have a job, not have continuous income coming in, not even be able to make my candles or make my art or any of that I know to support myself when I am in seasons of unemployment. It is very hard, but God has literally brought me to my knees and brought me to the spot to show me that He will take care of me. He handled everything with the Jeep through my ex-husband and through donations. My Jeep is fixed. Every time I pass that Jeep, I just want to cry with gratitude, because when you think you have nothing and all you have left is your vehicle, and then that vehicle gets taken in some manner, y'all, that cat won't stay out of things. I keep trying to go and get her, but she won't stay out of things. But when you lose the last thing that you thought you had, but then you get it back, oh my gosh. I've always been grateful for that Jeep, because that Jeep symbolizes a lot to me. It symbolizes finally making it, finally getting something that I had always wanted. It symbolizes a lot to me. And losing it and then getting it back is like a rebirth. I absolutely don't like depending on other people. It truly is one of the hardest things that I have ever done, because people have always let me down. I have deep wounds from childhood about it, and I understand that God has taken me through this healing. The crazy thing is, I'm sitting here wondering what He's gonna do next. And as you see, these animals feel so comfortable with me that they climb all over me. The bigger one was sitting here drooling on my arm. And that tells me that my soul, my spirit is gentle, and my love is true. And I have done so many good things in life that I can rest now. I can rest and know that all of that is going to come back to me right now while I need it. I have taken care of families. I have taken care of family members when others couldn't. I'm a nurse, 24 years, almost 25 now. We're really close. June will be 25. I have done things at the sacrifice of myself and my own family. There's no way that I won't receive a reward in my time of need. And I never did it for a reward. I did it because that's what I do.